All right, hello, welcome back to episode 5, day 5 of the Fella Sports Pod. I'm your host Eli, and with me is
Tyler. How you doing?
Today we're more on the road. Like we said, we're in California for a couple days. Welcome to Tyler's trailer. Unfortunately, no March Madness today, but we have some more to talk about because there's always sports going on out there. So we might as well get straight into it.
Yes. So today, some of the things we're going to touch on, we're going to talk about some MLB spring training and how things are going to look for the upcoming season. One of the things I'd like to touch on is right here I have pulled up. I got the spring training game results today. Now, I know a lot of people think spring training is irrelevant, but it's not, because it really is a good precursor to what the season is going to look like.
Trevor Bauer.
Yep. Today we had the Rays beat the Phillies 6-3. The Blue Jays lost to the Pirates 4-3. The Braves beat the Twins 4-0. With 5 hits for the Braves and 6 hits for the Twins. So kind of think about, that's it. I like seeing those stats because it makes you think, a base hit's not everything if you can't put it all together at once.
We know.
The Twins got 6 hits today. The Braves got 5. You'd think, 6 hits is better than 5. Well, yeah, it is, but if you can't do it at the right time, it doesn't matter. Let's see what else we got. The Yankees beat the Mets 3-0 today. The Cardinals beat the Cubs 6-3. Brewers crushed the Rockies 10-1. Red Sox beat the Rangers 9-2. Surprising win, but like we say, it's spring training, so a lot of teams are just working on stuff, trying to see how prospects are looking and all that. The Angels beat the Dodgers 6-0. Same scenario. The Angels, I don't think, are going to be a team to look out for like the Dodgers are.
As long as they get all their everything they have going on figured out.
Correct, yeah. They got a lot going on. The Shohei controversy and all that. The Dodgers have a lot on their plate, but I feel like it seems like every year they don't
There's always something.
It seems like every year they don't have all their starters, but yet they still win 100-plus games.
Yeah. Obviously, they have the firepower and the star power to do that.
Yes, they
with
do.
Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and many other dudes that can swing it hard.
Yep. Will Smith, Max Muncy, longtime Dodgers. You look at them and you go, man, those guys are not going anywhere. And they're not going anywhere for a reason. Max Muncy, I shouldn't say that about Max Muncy. They might... What did they sign him to?
I don't know.
Max Muncy is questionable just because he's kind of a anywhere player, and we have a lot of players on the Dodgers. The Guardians fall to the Diamondbacks 6-0. Mariners beat the Padres 4-1. Giants Athletics. Giants win 4-1. Royals beat the Naturals. The Naturals 7-1. And like I say, this is the spring training, so it doesn't really, it's not quite like the MLB, but it's what we're talking about today. Yankees lose to the Diablos Rojos. Reason why I bring that up, that is the Mexican League team that Trevor Bauer was pitching for. We know Trevor Bauer, ex-MLB player, he's sort of blacklisted right now. He's making a real push to get back into the league. He got blacklisted for controversy, a legal situation that he beat. However, the MLB has still not really accepted him back, and it's not because... It's a tough topic to touch on, but just briefly, Trevor Bauer has been known to not be a great teammate and all those things. That's why the MLB is sort of straying away from him still. Yes, he was not guilty of what all of his, his assault charges that he had brought upon him. But there's a bigger picture here. Yes, he won the war, but he has not won the battle yet. And that's one of the biggest things you can take away from that.
But yeah, MLB opening day, Thursday, March 28th, coming up here in a couple days. That'll be fun. One of the biggest things regarding opening day, even though the Dodgers already had their opening day in Korea, is
Which dumb, in my opinion.
The Shohei Ohtani controversy we mentioned prior. He had a big meeting today regarding his translator stealing reported money from him. the whole question is, was it him? Was it the translator? Is there something going on behind the scenes there? Ohtani had a meeting today where no cameras were allowed, but his comments did air. He said he was very sad and disappointed that one of his friends growing up lied to him and stole money from him. But I saw a thing today that said, really, the worst that's going to happen to Shohei is he's going to get fined.
Slap on the wrist,
Yeah.
if you ask me. I think that this needs to be heavily investigated, which I believe it is. But man, does it not look good when you really think about it. Oh, my best friend stole $4+ million from me to sports bet. Yeah, because you don't notice that coming out of your bank account or whatever, however it's set. You don't notice that. You can't find that until now. It's very questionable, if you ask me, and I'll be surprised to see where this goes. If Shohei comes up innocent, I mean, it's really a lose-lose situation for Shohei, because either he's guilty and he's caught sports betting, or he's not guilty, and then fans are going to speculate, oh, Shohei makes the most money for the MLB. He's the most popular player in Major League Baseball right now. If you don't know baseball, chances are you still know Shohei Ohtani's name. He makes, brings in the most revenue for the MLB out of all the players outside of the United States, all the international viewers. He's a big name, and it kind of would make sense if the MLB says, oh, no, he wasn't doing anything,
Kind of give him the free pass.
Yeah.
Get out of jail free card.
That is 100% speculation. There's no real meat to that argument. But point being, it's a lose-lose for Shohei. It's a tough situation for not just the Dodgers, but MLB in general. It's a bad look. Pete Rose will have something to say about it. I guarantee that.
Yeah. Another big thing with this is, how did they understand what he's saying without his translator?
I was thinking about that.
on the point.
Yeah. One of the things is Shohei actually learned how to speak Spanish before he learned how to speak English. So possibly they had a Dominican translator, for, I guess not necessarily Dominican.
Doesn't have to be Dominican.
A Spanish-speaking translator translate Shohei's Spanish. And that might be where things get confused, because his Spanish might not be all that great either. So maybe he said, yeah, I was sports betting, but the translator said, nah.
Yeah. Other news, and this could tie into more inside sports betting. The NBA eyes the Raptors center Jonte Porter for betting issues as well. Of course, there's always speculation about guys betting in leagues, teams betting inside themselves.
Yes.
Could this just be another pathway for them in the leagues, or is it just like everybody's doing it?
Mm-hmm. It's like insider trading in the stock market, because it's the one thing that they can control. We go way back to the Black Sox scandal.
Way back.
The White Sox sold sold the World Series, and they lost intentionally. And you look at a guy like Pete Rose. Pete Rose never bet to lose, man. That's ballsy. I think that he should be in the Hall 100%. I think a lot of people agree with me, but we're not really going to get into that today. Some other sports news I got the minor league standings, or not minor league, I apologize, spring training standings. So the teams that have performed the best in the minor league, that's the second time I said minor league. Spring training. In the Grapefruit League, which is essentially the East Coast, the Grapefruit League, the Orioles have 23 wins and 6 losses. That's, I don't want to say it's to be expected, because that's pretty big, but that is definitely not as surprising as the Tigers in second place with 20 wins and 9 losses.
And we know both those have quite the MLB pipeline for their recent terrible history.
Correct.
In the MLB.
The Orioles seem to be bringing up prospects like I can grow tomatoes.
Yeah.
And I can grow a tomato like nobody's business.
Bringing just white people out of nowhere.
It's always about race with you.
No, it's not. You make it about it.
So, in third place is the Red Sox. That's how I know that spring training really doesn't mean anything, because the Red Sox are going to be last place in the AL East. I don't want to guarantee it, but boy, do I believe it. Fourth place, the Nationals with 15 wins. Proving my point furthermore.
It obviously does not all matter.
Yeah, the Braves are, let's see, ninth place in the Grapefruit League with 12 wins. The Braves are definitely going to be in the conversation this year. No doubt about it.
Always are. Added Chris Sale, stud pitcher.
Yep. He'll have a bounce back year this year, I believe. I mean, he's dealt with injury. If he can get past his injury, he'll be a solid pitcher. I'm not gonna say he's as dominant as he was when he was on the White Sox, but he will definitely be a solid pitcher and a solid, piece to their rotation. In the Cactus League, obviously the Dodgers first place. The Giants are second place. And actually, the Giants have one more win than the Dodgers, but they do have 5 more losses. It's the Dodgers are 14-6, and the Giants are 15-11. Now, the reason why the Dodgers played less games is the same reason the Padres played less games, because they decided to start their official season before everybody else in Korea. MLB chasing the bag there. I think that's terrible. Why would you do that? It kind of just screws everything up for everybody. Rockies in third place. Once again, spring training doesn't mean a lot, but...
Can't imagine the Rockies making much of a playoff push this year, but...
No, the Rockies...
You never know.
Yeah, the Rockies will be like the Red Sox, both coincidentally in third place in their league that they've been in. I guess that's just a spot that...
Could be fighting for last place in the MLB overall.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. I don't know who their competitors can be. The Athletics?
Go A's.
The White Sox. White Sox are last place in the Cactus League, go figure. And in the Grapefruit League, though, the Twins are in last place.
And obviously the AL Central, NL Central, not ever really much going on there.
No, sadly the
mediocre
Midwest.
teams.
Yeah, the Midwest is just not it for baseball.
Yeah.
At this point in time. In other sports news, we can look at the PGA. This happened quite a while ago, but Scotty Scheffler went back-to-back in his tournament. What tournament was that? Was it the Players' Championship? Scotty Scheffler goes back-to-back in the golf championship. Crazy. Doesn't happen a lot. First time in the history of that championship. In the Valspar Championship, though, we see a guy... I've never even heard of this guy, but good for him. Peter Malnati wins the Valspar Championship. Second place being Cameron Young.
Yeah, and this obviously goes to show the new edition of Live Golf in Saudi Arabia is taking away all of our name golfers that we know.
I don't think that's the case.
A lot of these guys are winning championships. We don't know who they are.
I really don't think that's the case.
Obviously, it is impacting a lot.
I'm pretty sure they combined a while ago.
My dad told me that we were watching it, one of the championships involving Cameron Young, and we knew Cameron Young and maybe one other guy in the top 10 of the leaderboard. So.
That's just golf in general. That has nothing to do with Live. Anyways, yeah, it's always nice to watch golf because, it just depends on who's having a great day, Who can have a solid, consistent 3 days of golf, If it's a 3-day tournament, which they mostly are. In fact, I'm pretty sure they all are, but I'm not going to say that because I'm not 100% confident. If you can put a consistent 3 days together, that'll be the guy that has a great first day, And, I mean, that's just how golf is. It's great, to see a guy like, old Pete here. He wins a tournament, second place, Cameron Young. That's a known name, Can't say I know Chandler Phillips or Mackenzie Hughes. Can't really say I know golf the best. Fifth place, Xander Schauffele. We know that name.
You guys got him yet?
Yep, fifth place. It actually shows... Sorry about that. I don't know where that cut out at. Having some technical difficulties with our camera. It's alright. It's to be expected. We're just starting this up. Let's see. We could talk about Women's March Madness.
But we're not going to. I think we could definitely rank our top 16. We could definitely rank the 16 teams left in March Madness.
Yeah, we could, I guess.
Not much going on today. Obviously, we're coming down to that stretch where it's about a week of nothing. baseball starts soon, so we're excited for that.
Very excited.
Not many people are that into the NBA, and before the championship series starts there, but we might as well. We could definitely rank these. That could be interesting, I guess.
Have at it, bud.
I think the number one overall team, UConn, is definitely the big bullies, the team to beat in this year's bracket. They're gliding through this tournament with ease. We'll move on from them. Second, I think Purdue, definitely similar situation there. They beating Utah State by 49. I think they're another big team to beat, but I'm going to put them behind UConn. Third, I'm definitely going to go with North Carolina. They beat a good Michigan State team there. I think they definitely have a chance to do something cool there. Fourth, I might as well finish off with the number. Actually, I'm going to say 4. I'm going to go Duke. I think
Wow.
fourth best team is the Duke Blue Devils. They put James Madison in their place, and we've seen the only problem is we did see North Carolina kick their butts a little earlier this year. We're trying to move towards PG, if you haven't noticed.
Yep. Trying to censor ourselves.
Censor our potty mouths.
Yep.
And go on from there.
Not saying it's going to be 100% foolproof.
We're trying. But next,
Kind of.
5th place, I'm going to say Houston, the last 1 seed. They're good. They're a very good team, of course. But, of course, the scare from Texas A&M, where they went into overtime, not what you're looking for in a team like them.
Mm-hmm.
In 6th, I'm going to go to the Tennessee Volunteers as the 2 seed. I think they're still a very good ball club with Dalton Connect, or whatever you want to say. We'll move on. We'll see what they do against Creighton. I think Arizona is the next best team. Caleb Love, all of them are very talented ball club, fighting for our last views of the Pac-12. Next, definitely, I'm gonna go Illinois as the 3 seed. They're a very good team. They have a player who's like getting triple doubles on the daily. Immediately after, I'm gonna go Marquette. Not much to say about them. They're very good. And then Iowa State, similar to Marquette. You could switch those if you want to. I definitely think the next best team is Alabama. They can put up points like nobody else you've ever seen. They did beat Grand Canyon last week, or the other day, so we'll see what they do moving on. Next, I'm going to go Creighton. Even though we're all not big Creighton fans anymore. I think they're obviously still a very good ball club, beating our championship.
If they won,
should have been Oregon Ducks.
If they won the whole thing, it would make me feel better as a Duck fan, because then I'd say, "Oh, we lost to the best team."
Yeah.
But God, do I want them to just get blown out?
I want Tennessee just to blow them out of the water. But yeah. Anyway, next I'm gonna go with Clemson. I think the Clemson Tigers are very good. They beat a solid Baylor Bears team that I thought was gonna make a little push. Obviously wrong there. I think NC State, as our lone double-digit seed, is also up there. I think them and number 5 Gonzaga easily could be flip-flopped. I do like Gonzaga,
but not that much.
Compared to the rest of these teams, I think there's a definitely great chance for all 1 seeds to make the Final Four. And rounding it out, I'm going to go with San Diego State. We know their big push last year, but they barely beat a 12 seed and they beat a 13 seed. They haven't had much competition. I think UConn gives them a run for their money. But yeah, there you
go. Let's see here. In other news, I know that Eli doesn't want to talk about this for some reason, but for women's NCAA March Madness Championship.
Was it the championship?
Not the championship, but just the March Madness tournament. Caitlin Clark beats D1's single-season scoring record in Iowa's close win over WVU.
And she's very impressive if you haven't ever watched her.
Yeah, I know that, I think a lot of people know Caitlin Clark's name, and I've sort of come to realize, she's a good ball player.
I think there are definitely more single stars in the women's college March Madness tournament.
Sadly, that's how it seems to be right now, and even though they're very talented ball players, all of them are, it's just not as well represented as I believe it should be, because Caitlin Clark, that's the second time I fumbled that name for no reason. I'm reading it right now. Caitlin Clark is a generational talent. you
Yeah,
know.
she is.
She's another household name like Sabrina Ionescu. Really just a great basketball player. And yeah, she's getting a lot of credit right now, but she deserves a lot more.
Could easily be the number 1 pick in the NBA.
I don't think that's
Pistons
the
need
case.
somebody.
The Pistons need a lot of help. We want to go into the Daily Nugget?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
All right. So in today's Daily Nugget, I just want to point something out here. I'm on sportingnews.com/US. In no way are they sponsoring us. I don't even think they can.
Sponsor us.
I scrolled all the way down to the bottom of their page, and I get a little prompt here. I get a prompt, and it says, if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Please gamble responsibly. Visit www.gambleaware.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER or go to ncpgambling.org. Find help in your state. 21 plus. 2 things I want to touch on here. 1, this has nothing to do with gambling. This page I'm on is not a sports betting site. But it seems like it must be an epidemic going through the air right now. Sports betting. It has become very accessible. It's at the touch of our fingertips. You know, you can download any app you want and just start betting on whoever you want, even if you don't know.
I hope you see this, Jasek.
And it is something that needs to be
Address.
it needs to be addressed, and you need to be aware that sports betting or regular betting, you know, you could be playing roulette or you could be betting on the Jets.
Don't bet on the Jets.
Don't bet on the Jets. But you know, it's an issue. It can be a problem for some people. Help is available. I don't even think a non-profit gambling anonymous website can sponsor someone. This is not a sponsorship, however. I'm just stating that. I will say, the other thing I wanted to touch on is it says 21 plus here. Does that mean I gotta be 21 plus to ask for gambling help?
Yeah. Or should I just keep going?
or should we just keep betting? I don't want to get into the technical aspect of this. And in other Shohei news, because it seems like that's all they have, he has a new translator. Don't know his name. Don't care.
It's very similar to his other one. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not.
But yeah, betting on the Jets is losing money on the Jets.
We talking about football now? I don't want to.
We don't really have much else.
It's a slow day in sports. I'll say, you know, unless you're a real sports fanatic like Eli and I, you're not really paying attention to spring training games. You're not watching the NBA because who watches the NBA anymore? Probably a lot of
watch
people.
your gambling there.
Yep, not me.
It can be making you watch the Grizzlies and the Trailblazers on a Thursday or on a Tuesday night.
I don't even watch it. I just wait.
Yeah.
If it's all green, it means
There
I'm
you go.
won.
But yeah, that's all we got for today, I think.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow with some more news. We'll see you Thursday, or maybe tomorrow. We'll see you definitely Thursday for the beginning of the Sweet 16. Yes, the beginning of the Sweet 16 in the March Madness World, and opening day of baseball.
Boy, I can't wait.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Eli, and this is Tyler. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Please don't bet on gambling if it's a problem.
Call somebody. See you later.